Okay guys, Big Red 310, again responding to more TNA marks, cause you know, my day just can never end. Yep, shit's gonna keep on going. And dstebbin, I gotta say, you called Kobe456 a moron, but your video was very not that good. Okay guys, the first point he said was, I'm just gonna do this very quickly, because it'll take me very quick, it will be a very short amount of time in which I can do this. I watch him comment now, your English sucks. You are slurring over your words. I am sorry, dstebbin, if I sometimes slur a little bit too much. Can you hear me now? Thank you. Good, because I want to make sure you get this all in. You said that there's a great number of the people who watch the television and don't watch the pay-per-views, which is true. You also said there's a very small percentage who only watch the pay-per-views. That is false. Many people can't watch wrestling TV. A good portion of the people actually can't watch wrestling TV all the time, especially, you know, some of the good stuff like SmackDown and ROH and dstebbin because of their time slots and their days, and they're both on bad networks. Now for TNA, it's no different. There are definitely people. I know plenty of people on YouTube. Plenty. I can drop names, but I won't, because I don't know if they want their names to be known that they only watch TNA pay-per-views. That they only watch the pay-per-views because they never really have time to see the TV shows. That is a 100% fact. I guarantee you will find plenty of fans. Just like in WWE, there are plenty of fans who only watch the pay-per-views. Count on that point all you want, but that's my take on it. Okay. Your second point was probably the worst one. He said, ROH is not better than TNA. His first example that he used was Transform. That's right, people. Transform. And then I'm like, oh my god, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Then he says, no, people told me, you know, Transform wasn't a good show. So I picked up Supercard of Honor 3. Supercard of Honor 3 put me to sleep. I'm like, are you serious? You start the video. The first thing you say in the video is, I'm smart. No, you're not. I officially can't take you seriously if you say Supercard of Honor 3 put you to sleep. And it's not just ROH. Dragon Gate is better than TNA. PWG is better than TNA. Chikara is better than TNA. Pro Wrestling Noah is better than TNA. AAA is better than TNA. Notice, I know all these promotions and you don't. So you are definitely not a smart. And you said in one of my comments, you're not a smart. You just go by what you see. God, I'm really hating these TNA fans. And his last one was so ludicrous, so ridiculous, I laughed. I wrote a very
mean comment, and then I went on Skype and I told a bunch of people because it was so funny, and they all said, you just made my day, you just made my day. That's one of the funniest things I've heard today. You said, and I quote people, watch the video response. I am not joking. He literally said, you cannot blame TNA for their crap matches. You have to blame the wrestlers. Are you fucking kidding me? When I say TNA, that's everyone. The wrestlers are included in that. Like, really? How dumb are you? Of course, I meant the wrestlers when I said, TNA, your matches suck. The wrestlers are involved in that. But in your pipsqueak brain, I'm not going to say that pipsqueak brain, but you realize that it's also TNA's fault for booking these two people to fight each other when they either can't go or never had it in the first place. See? And he's trying to tell me, you know, in case you don't know, the wrestlers call it all in the ring. Of course I know that. You think I'm an idiot? Really? Of course TNA is to blame for their bad matches. The wrestlers are to blame because they don't put on good quality, and TNA is to blame because they fucking booked them in that match in the first place. They booked the wrong people. They put Kevin Nash in matches, Steiner in matches, Sting in matches, Morgan. I think he's okay. I don't like him that much. They put the wrong people in matches all the freaking time. So yes, they are to blame for it. Like, are you? Oh my god, I felt so upset about that. Your other points were stuff like Joe is champion, AJ is champion, won't have the belt for long. We have Sting and Bound for Glory. And the other one was Don West is gone. Well, heads up, Don West comes back as Amazing Red's manager for this week's Impact. Really? I'm sorry. You know what, dstebbin? Normally I wouldn't be so mad, but you insulted me on my marks video. The first you did was the prejudice part. I didn't get mad at that. But then you say you slur all your words. You're not a mark. You only go by what you see. I can't take you seriously. Like stuff like that. And this piece of shit video is what you give me? You said I can name 6 points on why TNA is better. Your points were, oh, your other point was beer money. That's your point? Beer Money is one of the best tag teams today. Well, I know you refuse to watch Ring of Honor, but the American Wolves are by far the best tag team in wrestling today. Another thing I could say is from Chikara, the Colony, the Fist, and the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks. You probably don't even know who the Young Bucks are. We're probably the best tag team in the world right now. The men of low moral fiber in Kenny Omega and Chuck Taylor. The Motor City Machine Guns I even think are better than Beer Money. There are so many better tag teams than Beer Money right now. I know I said if I had to name a top 5, Beer Money's probably number 5. No, they're not even in my top 5. There are so many better tag teams that are better than Beer Money in the wrestling world today. Just in the United States alone. I can go to the Lucha Libre tag teams and the Japanese tag teams. Really, dstebbin, I do want to thank you, because you just gave me a great video idea. All you TNA marks who I've been typing and responding, no, you're wrong, stop, please, give me a logical reason. dstebbin just gave me a great video idea. I want all dire TNA marks, not guys like Instant Classic 8 and Calvin 8 Hobbs, who like really, they still want to watch TNA because they have faith in TNA, but they'll admit that it sucks. They'll admit that the pay-per-views are horrible, that the impacts are good, but, the company as a whole is just disappointing them. I'm talking about the TNA marks who thought, apparently, like Cope 456, who thought Hard Justice was a very good pay-per-view. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to judge them, but that's what everyone else says, that it sucked. People like you, all those people who constantly defend TNA, you people who spammed my Hell in a Cell video saying, WWE sucks, PG shit. All you TNA marks, you real TNA marks. I still believe that all of you are morons. Every single one of you. Until I see one good video. Armin's not really a TNA mark. Like he said, he's kind of... I've been subscribed to the guy for a year. He fluctuates between WWE and TNA all the time. I'm talking about real, diehard TNA marks who bring no logic to the table. I want you guys to make a video, respond to this video, and I want you to tell me why TNA is better than WWE, why TNA is the best wrestling promotion today according to you people. If you watch Ring of Honor and all the indies, I might take you more seriously because it shows that, of course, because it means that you love really good wrestling in that, but yet you love TNA. And I'm pretty sure you can bring good points to back up your argument. But if you're really only a TNA watcher and you give me this babble video, I'm not sure if I can take you seriously. I want to judge if there's any fan out there, any true TNA mark who can give me a great argument as to why TNA is a very good company today. Explain to me the shitty pay-per-views. I want you to give me a good reason on how they had shitty pay-per-views and I should be okay with that. I want you to give me a good reason with all the bullshit stipulations we sometimes get. I want you guys to give me a good reason why it's okay that the Mafia and Sting, when they've done nothing with the storyline, have been dominating the entire fucking company since November of last year. I want a good reason on how Hard Justice, Victory Road, and Turning Point of last year were all the same thing. Turning Point Mafia won all the belts. Then they did it again at Victory Road, and then they did it again at Hard Justice. Please, give me a good reason. That's my video challenge to any of you TNA marks. Not Armin, not Instant Classic. I know you guys love TNA and stuff, but you're not the true TNA marks. Talk about the TNA marks who think the pay-per-views are fine. Who think, and don't make the excuse, I don't watch the pay-per-views. I don't care, man. That's a horrible excuse. I cannot, right there, if you start off by saying, well, I don't watch the pay-per-views, so TNA to me is all good, I'm going to close you right there. Because the pay-per-views are the most important thing. That's what the TV shows lead up to. The payoff, if you will, is at the pay-per-views. If you don't watch the pay-per-views, you're not really following your company. I can't take you seriously if you go on in here and say, I never watch any TNA pay-per-views. I'll admit, I don't watch them all. I don't watch the ones I know will suck, except Victory Road, because Slammiversary was so good. And I said, okay, you know what? TNA put on an awesome pay-per-view. They deserve another chance for me at Victory Road. And they fucking fell on their asses harder than ever. And besides that, I decided that's it. I don't care if TNA puts on a 10 out of 10 show. If the show sucks, I'm not going to watch it because I do not trust TNA anymore. Bound for Glory looks very good. Let me go out and say that. Bound for Glory looks very good. But please, I challenge you, any of you diehard TNA marks to present me a logical argument. Do not insult me. Do not say that WWE sucks, even though you might think that way, but like, don't like completely just cry out. I want you to present yourself nicely, create a logical argument as to why. If any of you, and please know, I know like the Miss Justin 3K, Sanders Robin, all you guys, I know you guys are not those guys specific. I was just naming people. All you guys might want to try this challenge. Let's see if I can create a good argument for TNA. But you guys aren't really the TNA diehards, so I really prefer it if no one else made a video response except for the diehard TNA marks. I want to hear from them. That's all I have to say at this moment. I'm Big Rat 310. I have a things that I like about TNA video that I made yesterday that I was going to upload today, but then dstebbin, I should thank him though. He gave me the very good video idea. I want to see if there's a smart TNA mark out there. I'm Big Rat 310. I'm out, guys. See ya. Bradley loves peanuts. You don't count.